And I decide, you know what? If she kills me, it's okay. I die. I go and I knock. I'm with her baby. It's almost 11. I knock. First time, nothing. Second time, nothing. Third time, this is your no look. She's done. Welcome again to our part 4, the real part 4 of our story that God does not waste experiences. We finished last time at the place where Mama Joy is not her real name, we are stuck with her child. And God speaks to me and said, no, go and speak to her. And I'm like, not a good idea at all. So anyway, so I gather strength. I realize nobody else is going to happen because she has a history. And I decide, you know what? If she kills me, it's okay. I die. So I go and I knock. I'm with her baby. It's almost 11. I knock. First time, nothing. Second time, nothing. Third time, she just give me your hand, assuming this is your no door lock. She just grabs the door and opens and looks at me.
She grabs the door.
She grabs the door, not
hand.
me.
I was like, what?
She was like, what do you want? I'm like, I want to talk to you. She was like, I don't have time. If it's Joy, I don't want her. I'm like, I have to give her back to you. If you don't want to stay with her, just leave her in the stairs, like in the corridors. Don't keep her if you don't want to keep her. Just leave her outside. I'm like, I can't do that. She's like, that's your problem. I'm not taking her. And she's like, then she changes her mind. Then she snatches her. I can't remember if that's what happened, but she gets her in.
But she says also that she was about to call the police on us.
Before she hasn't told me that yet, but I think she takes the girl, and I can tell the girl is being beaten. Like she's being punched or something. So she throws her out again. She was like, tell her sorry. What is this manners? Tell her sorry. What are you trying to do? You know what? Then like, I'm like, it's okay, Joy, no problem. The girl says sorry. Anyway, then they go back. I don't know what happens, but I still insist. Can I talk to you? She's like, I don't have time. Can I talk to you? I don't have. No. I think that day I returned her, and then I think no, it was the same day. It was the same day when you came to knock because I got in. She was like, no, I'm busy. I'm washing. She is washing at 11 at night. I'm washing. I'm busy. I can't talk to you. I don't know where I got this because my nature is, you've told me I don't want to talk. I'll be like, okay, bye. God, I did what I was supposed to do.
Yeah, you see what she said.
I have done my part. So you see, I'm obedient. So I for some reason, I don't know, I got boldness. I was like, Mama Joy, can I please talk to you? I think she said no 4 times. There's one thing there's a joke I always say, that I thank God I wasn't born a man. Because I can't understand how many times men get rejected by girls. Like, I love you. Nope. I love you. Like if I catered one girl and she says no, I probably would stay unmarried the rest of my life. Like if I was a man. So I am so super afraid of rejection. So I don't know where I got the boldness. I think we went until the 5th time. She said, I'm washing. I said, can I come and help you wash? I don't know where that came from. So I think she was like, this woman is not going to leave. She's too stubborn. She was like, okay. Then we went to her washroom. She was to what? She was washing clothes. So I told her, where can I help you? She was like, okay, hold my baby. The baby was disturbing. So I don't really know how she was. And she didn't have a house help. So I told her, can I hold the baby then? So I told her, held the baby. I'm super good with babies. So I took the baby. She's this cute little boy, and I played with the boy. I think she had a lot of work. She finished her clothes. I don't know if she was testing my patience. Stay there. She must have washed clothes for 20 minutes or something. 30 minutes. played with the boy. When the boy started crying, I remember roaming that whole house, shaking the baby
Also, she was praying in tongues.
and praying in tongues. Yes, I just walking every corner of that house, praying in tongues and asking the Holy Spirit to come, because I don't know what to expect. The joy now, by then, I think I'd gone to the bedroom to sleep. I think she was crying, but anyway, I was now with the boy. I'm roaming, and then she now finishes her clothes, comes. So we started talking. By then you had come, knocked, and seen I'm okay. I was even holding the baby by the time you came. So I didn't even ask questions because I was just praying, God, I'm not this really...
Which is good that she went there alone, because imagine if I said, oh, let's go together.
Let's go, yeah.
Things
It wouldn't have
done,
happened. So I didn't, I'm there with 30 minutes speaking in tongues, and I have no idea when she comes, what I'm going to tell her. I mean, everybody has described her as a monster, so I don't really know. And we have evidence she is a monster.
Is.
So I sat there and I did not know. So she came and sat down and said, you can have a... She took the baby and said, you can have a seat. What's your name? I told... Remember, we were very new in that place. So I told her, I'm Caroline. Told her, took that advantage to say too many things about me, because I needed to get rolling. I'm a mom of 6, what, blah, blah. We just came the other day, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so she started warming up. She said, I'm sorry for how I treated you before. I was like, huh? Okay. This is a good start, a very good start. I was like, no problem. I just wanted us to talk. I just felt God wanted me to us to talk. Now I don't even. By then I used to think they're Muslims.
Yeah, they looked very
Muslim.
So
both her and
sure.
their daughter looked.
They looked so Muslim.
Yes, like, even her
their texture of hair,
yes,
the way they look like.
Yeah, they looked Somali.
100% sure
they are Muslim. So I'm like, God told me, I'm like, maybe this is the wrong thing to say, So anyway, me, I just continued talking. We talked how Joy is. She's very blunt. She was like, this girl, I'm tired of her. I don't know what to do with her. She tells me all the bad behavior she has. Like, she's a delinquent, and she goes on. And I'm like, I'm a mom of 6. I understand. Children can be difficult. You can have a very easy child. You can have a very difficult child. The first thing I understood is if she was washing clothes at 11 with a baby, she really must have been stressed. She must have been, there's a level of exhaustion she has. As a mother, I understood that. But that wasn't the point. You know what? What was the end? The main thing that shook me about this girl. For some reason, she opened up her life since she was a child. So first of all, she's an orphan. Secondly, she grew up in a very rich family, like a very wealthy family. And she lost all her caregivers. And at the age of 12, I'm talking wealthy. I'm not talking of middle class, wealthy. At the end, just before teenage, her mother dies. She doesn't know who her father is. Her grandmother dies. And she's taken to this uncle who they really don't care about her. So the only good thing that happens to her is that she manages to go through primary and high school. But she's basically the maid of that house. So from age 12, she's basically a house girl. She's rejected, she's mistreated. It is so bad that she manages to finish international school in one of the biggest, expensive international schools in Kenya. And they tell her we don't have college fees for her. So from international school, she's taken to some hairdressing, beauty school for 3 months, And all her dreams are shattered. And from there now she becomes rebellious, runs away to stay with a man. And, I looked back, I've actually cut short her story. She has a very, very, very sad story. And apart from her story, she goes through a bad relationship with the father of Joy, and then now she meets this other guy. And I look at this girl and I'm like, my God, life has been so negative for her. My mom always tells me that you cannot give love if you don't have. You can never be able to give something you don't have. And I realized she is in so much pain from her childhood. It's a long story. Her inheritance stolen. There's so much pain inside of her that it is very easy to come out of a child. Now, she doesn't, apart from that, they have a character, temperament different. Her, she's a perfectionist, probably because of being a maid for so many years. And a child was literally, I even recommended she test her. She's either ADHD or there's another one. She has she's not mental, but she has a certain temperament, a characteristic that exactly crushes the mother. So she's not serious in life, and the mother is extremely serious in life, which is just me and my mother. You know, I am easy, just happy. Life goes on. You know, no strict rules in life. My mother is at the other extreme. You know, and we had a lot of crush with my mother. She never threw me out of the house, but we had a lot of rows with my mother. And as I grew up, I realized it was because of our temperamental crush. And I realized Mama Joy as well, they have a huge temperamental crush. And apart from having so the mother doesn't know what to do
and
with the child. Yeah?
Temperamental crush and heart on top of it.
Exactly. So she has all this heart she's carrying from her childhood. And then she gets this child she cannot even understand. And she told me this story, I almost cried, you know, like I couldn't have done half of that in my life. You know, if I was that hurt in life, you know, and my dreams crashed and everything I thought was what is done. So basically, to cut the long story short, we became very good friends with Mama Joy. I was able to pray for her. And from then on, Joy was able to come to our house for sleepovers, we go places with her and everything. And it taught me a great big lesson. I am sure Joy today would be with Child Welfare Society
if it wasn't
for this other experience that we went through. For me to be able to understand the pain, to just pass.
If it wasn't for Mama Joy, we would have been, if it wasn't for the experience that we had before, we would have found ourselves taking her to children's welfare, and the child would have been far away from the mom. The mom would have been much more hurt than before, and it would have just been a very ugly situation. And we just thank God that nothing is unnecessary. There's no story that is unnecessary in God's eyes. So thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe and comment, and I'll see you next week.